Meowning friends, and welcome to another episode of a series that I hope will last a very long time, where I pit my laptop against various Minecraft mod packs. We're continuing with FTB Skies. Before we start, I was doing my editing and I realized that I have the sounds a little bit too high for hostile creatures, so I'll be reducing that too. I'm not really sure what else would be noisy, but I'll keep everything as it is for now. Anyways, let's continue with our playthrough, and hopefully this time, for this session, the laptop won't have any artifacting issues. It's been doing pretty well over the last few episodes. It's been 4 or 5 days since my last recording, so if it was an overheating issue that was causing the artifacting, then it should be fine now after all that rest. Then again, I don't think that's how overheating issues work. Like, I think once the soldering or anything, the solder joints become dry, it's pretty much just gonna keep on dying even if you leave it to rest for a while. Like, I think that's it. I'm not really sure about modern laptops. I'm thinking about the laptops in the 2000s, 2010s, like things like HP and Dell. They, when they overheat, the joints tend to just dry up and crack, and those can actually be fixed, though it was quite expensive. And most of the time it's not really worth it, because by the time you need to do that, new laptops with better specs and much cheaper prices are already out, so you might as well just replace them. So yeah, I'm not really sure if the trend still carries on. I used to travel a lot because I was studying overseas, so that's why I had to use my laptop all the time. But to be honest, I do use my laptop 24/7 even now, and it's I haven't replaced my laptop for almost 7 years. So yeah, I guess I was just really unlucky with my early laptops. But anyways, uh, let's skip ahead to actually entering the world. For you, it would be just another transition. For me, it's probably gonna take like another 10 minutes or so. Alright, so about 4 minutes later, I see a message. Happy birthday to Taz. I'm guessing this is this is one of the pack developers. As you can see from the on the right side of my screen, I've tweaked around with my plugin, and now it gives you a little bit too much information. It's supposed to remove. I was supposed to remove active seconds. I probably forgot to do that. But anyways, now you can see the amount of time I spend being active, the amount of time I spend being AFK, and finally the AFK percentage. So I'm having doubts about the 1%. The numbers, especially the active minutes, might be wrong. So I also added a trigger so I can actually do something. Wait, no, not trigger. QBJS AFK. Wait, refresh? No. Huh? Is it re? Okay. So it's a command. I did this last week, so I kind of forgot what I did, to be honest. But I added this command that I can use without being in cheat mode. And what this will do is reset all the numbers. I'm guessing it's not gonna reset the active seconds and AFK seconds, because that was in a previous test. I added that in a previous test, and I should have removed them. I'll do that later on, I guess, if I remember how to. But anyways, what this command will do is it will reset everything to 0. So that means from now on we should have an accurate not only playthrough time but also an accurate percentage AFK time. So without further ado, let's press enter and well, the command did say that everything is reset to 0. There we go. Okay, so it does reset everything to 0, and just as I suspected, the seconds aren't being reset because they're not supposed to be there anymore. So I'll try to fix that later on. In fact, I can do that now if I go to cheat mode. So if I do scoreboard, players, remove, ito yan, wait, not ito yan, remove, active, sex, oops, AFK tracker, wait a minute. It's not remove. It should be delete, I think. No? Okay. Maybe remove, and I'll just put the score directly. So active sex 434 5199. If I do that, nope. Okay, I have no idea what I did wrong. Later me here, and I do know what I did wrong. I forgot to put AFK tracker in the command. But let's... Okay, so it does work. So I've been playing for 2 minutes and it already increased by 2 minutes. So that's a good sign. Editor me here, and I can confirm that 2 minutes has indeed passed. By the way, we should reload the game first so I don't have access to commands, so I don't get tempted later. And that quit surprisingly quickly. To be honest, I was expecting to wait for another 10 minutes or so, but re-entering the world is taking a long time. So again, be right back. 3 minutes later. Alright, so I'll figure out how to actually get rid of those active stacks and AFK stacks, but for now, let's continue with our playthrough. As a reminder, last episode I set up the R's things, and I think I also did I also did another farm, and I also kidnapped some piglins, which I should actually start trading with. And I think that's about it. Oh no, I also created an island, I think. Yes, I created a mushroom island using R's Creo. Conjure island. R's Calum. Right, so it's being a bit laggy. I don't think you can actually see it in the recording, because what I noticed while editing was that when the screen freezes on my end, the client actually goes white, but while editing, the recording software didn't seem to pick it up. So yeah, it's unfortunate you can't experience the lag with me. Then again, it should be obvious when things lag. Like, probably not. Yeah, it's probably not. But anyways, I was considering whether or not to put the filter in now that I've actually got lots of leather. The reason I was waiting for leather was that I can now change that uh, chest into a toolbox. That way, if it collects too much saplings, it won't fill up the box. It won't fill up the toolbox. Rather, it'll actually just leave it on the floor to despawn. But then again, this is just a temporary setup. And in between episodes, I actually also did some research, and I found out a lot of things in this mod pack. First of all, let's clear up and AFK for a bit. Alright, so towards the end of, actually after the end of the last episode's recording, a villager spawned. Hopefully editor me will put in a screenshot of it happening. Hi, gotcha, past me. But for now, let's look for the guy before he kills himself. Actually, I have a feeling he's already dead. Like, to be honest, he probably killed himself in the sweet berry bushes. That would be a villager thing to do. And I think no, this was from the Mushroom Island. So yeah, let's try to look for the guy. Hopefully, he's just stuck somewhere. Cause I do want a villager for the trade, at least to get mending or silk touch, so that way I can streamline the resource production. I have a feeling he got yeeted by the saw, like the cow did. So let's just quickly check the Mushroom Island, just in case he actually spawned there. I don't remember the coordinates that he spawned in. Doesn't look like he's here. And let's check the nether. Actually, could he have spawned on the trees? I really should check the coordinates of where he spawned. But I'm feeling kinda lazy, to be honest. It's currently 2 AM, so I don't really want to alt-tab so much. So let's just quickly check behind the portal and check the nether. Or did I already kidnap him during the last episode? Like, I doubt it. Alright, so he's probably dead. Oh well. So let's plan today's episode. First of all, we can complete gathering all the rewards. I'll just quickly time-lapse this in the actual video. I just realized that I already have I realized that you can actually get a Tablet of Awakening from the quest reward. You didn't actually need to craft it like I did in the last episode. And I think I also mentioned it in the last episode that you can get it from a quest, but I crafted one later. So that's just me being forgetful as usual. So I found something interesting. It's this Reaper generator. So apparently it can kill things and it can also insta-kill things. And in between episodes, I did read up on Ars Nouveau, and for 1.19.2, you don't have access to the homing spell, so you can't do a really cool like split homing, propagate homing, and whatever damage runes that you can add later on. So an interesting alternative I found was to use Blink. What it does is if you have a warp scroll in your offhand and you use a blink spell on a mob, it'll send it to wherever the warp spell is. So I'm thinking if I can make a Reaper generator and add this insta kill rune, it might actually be an effective killing chamber. So and it'll also generate FE while I'm at it. So it might be a cool thing to do later on. So I'll have to check if it does work to start with. But I think that's one of the things I'll do later on. Unfortunately, I already made myself a cutting board, so it would have been nice to know that you can get it just from crafting the knife. As you may have noticed by now, uh, I really hate having things that I don't use lying around. So yeah, I probably need to break the habit though, because uh, a lot of the blocks, decorative blocks, are also functional blocks, and professional Minecrafters use them a lot. Ooh, there's a mending fishing rod. So I guess I can put this into the fishing net, I think it's called. Yeah, fishing net. And hopefully it'll keep on fishing without breaking the rod. And I just noticed that my inventory is full, so I should put everything in. That's actually a pretty good sword. It doesn't have mending though, so I'll just keep it for actually hard fights. Oh wait, I think I put food into my storage system too. I want them to be in the backpack so I can get the extra hearts ASAP. Uh, let's just put another chopping board in here. Might as well. Oh, so another issue is that my magnet is picking up uh, the fishing stuff, which is kind of annoying. So let's try to make the magnet coil, I think it's called. Wait. Ooh, we have simply lights. This could be interesting for making a storehouse, but let's focus. I wanted to make this. Ooh, it's only got a 5 block radius. Uh, and I believe this is way more than 5 blocks. Yeah. Actually, it could barely fit. Uh, it seems to be pushing everything out, but around this small little area. So if I can just quickly check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. So in order to ensure the treasure fishing rule is being kept, I'll just put it a little bit up high. Even though I know the pool currently isn't big enough, I'll expand it later to ensure that it can conduct treasure fishing. So let's make the demagnetization coil. Doesn't seem to give any quest rewards, so that's a shame. Alright, so if we put the coil up here and we increase the range as much as possible, and we turn off the highlight area that way. Actually, let's just turn it on to make sure it's covering. Oh yeah, it's actually covering the whole lake. So yeah, if we turn it off and break the soul sand, oops, then the item collector should be collecting stuff as usual. Yep. And there's a loot bee. Let's just quickly grab our flower and look for the thing. Alright, look at the bee, and we finally completed getting started. Let's try not to get stuck. Wait a minute. Why is there a fish recipe here? I hope it's gonna drop a Starbuncle wheel, because first of all, the thing is adorable, and secondly, I do want to start making a create workshop, and it did! Yay! So I'm tempted to leave this guy alive, but he's not shiny. Bye bye. Thank you. Alright, ooh, what's this? So it gives extra looting, and I believe this is for heart bubbles. Yeah. So for now, let's continue managing our inventory. I think I need to add more drawers. Oh, I do have a lot of drawer spaces left. So for now, let's clear our inventory first. To be safe, let's put everything in here. And let's also check the fishing rod, if it's breaking or not. It's not, so okay. Mending does work with the fishing net, though I'm still picking things up occasionally, which is kinda annoying. Yeah, I'm still picking things up somehow. Oh well, I'll think of that later. Maybe what I can do is move the fishing setup to another separate island. And that way I can also make the lake deeper without actually messing things up. Yeah, I should probably do that. Alright, so for now, I have no idea where this egg came from. But I know these will not be a fishing drop. These definitely won't. This probably is. And there we go. Okay. So let's add the things to the drawers first. Got this, this, and this. The boots would have been nice last episode when I needed leather. But oh well. Do I have void upgrades in this? Yep, okay. So you'd think after doing 5 episodes, I'd start having some sort of episode plan, but I haven't done that yet. I'll probably do that starting next episode. But as you can see from the score, it seems to be fairly accurate. Like, I was indeed AFK for about 2 minutes, and yeah, it seems to work perfectly. So that's good news. Uh, that's very good news. I'm proud of that because QBJS really has almost no documentation at all. Like the methods, the attributes, objects, they're not really exposed. What I mean by that is that usually you see what an object's thing is through IntelliSense, but because I was using Notepad++, I wasn't able to see any of it, so I had to check the online documentation, and the online documentation had nothing at all. And I also believe that even if you do use Visual Studio Code, you won't be able to see the fields, attributes, and stuff. So yeah, QBJS really, uh, I don't blame them though, because I imagine there's like thousands, if not tens of thousands of objects added into Minecraft, and the guy added everything as a JavaScript object, so that must have been a lot of work. If you had to document things while you go, the project would have taken a lot longer to complete, so it is totally understandable. But still, it's a bit inconvenient. Rant over anyways. Let's I'll be honest, I have no idea what I should do with this episode. For now, let's just continue collecting our rewards. It's nice that we've already completed getting started. I don't believe I can reach the end today. So I guess the aim for today is to complete as many of the progression quests as possible. So it's probably gonna be a short session because it's currently 2-ish a.m. and although I have nothing tomorrow, I'd still like to get an early sleep. Alright, for the wireless thing, it's not a glyph of dispel, it should be a glyph of interact. There we go. So we didn't actually need to make the Mushroom Island to get milk. We just needed a manipulation essence, which needs an imbuement chamber, so I need to make another one. And I believe the things that you put on the pedestal besides the imbuement chamber will not get consumed. The only thing consumed is your source gems. So we can test that out. Actually, I don't even know if you need pedestals. But let's just make the imbuement chamber first. Oh, and I've given up on trying to put common items into the barrel. Simply because I forgot once and now I can't be bothered. So first of all, let's also confirm that it can interact with things that are 3 blocks away. So I think this needs to move 1 block closer. So these 3 should be 3 blocks away. and you needed what did you need? So, oops, not this. Glyph of interact. You needed a button. Is it any button? A lever and a wooden pressure plate. Oh wait, no, I needed to make a manipulation essence. So you need a stone button, a clock, and redstone dust. Let's grab the source gems. And I believe I have stone. Yep. Redstone. And a clock. Right. Okay. So if I put these here, I believe the order doesn't matter. And if I put the source gems in, okay. So for imbuement chambers, they have to be 1 block away. So this should work. Yep. Now the other question is if it will consume these things. In the meantime, let's make more pedestals. The search, the lecterns search being automatically highlighted and needing to click on the UI is getting quite annoying. So, yeah, I'm not really sure if I should rush the next storage system or if I should continue enduring this, because I believe AE2 will be. Oops. I haven't played in a while, so. Can I just shoot him? Okay. What did I get? So, wait, I got nothing. Oh my. Alright, so yeah, the demagnetized coil, I think I should move it one space this side, like closer to this side. Nah, let's just move the fishing setup to another island. It doesn't have to be always active anyway, so I don't really need to force load it. But oh yeah, I was making an arcane pedestal, and I was complaining about how the UI for the storage lectern won't allow you to go to JI search bar without clicking. Like usually you can just Control F and it'll go to the search bar, but when you're using the storage lectern, you need to click on somewhere first. Then you can Control F and go to JI. Arcane pedestal. So I need 3 of this to constantly make manipulation essence. I don't know if I'll need a lot. But might as well just continuously make it. Assuming that, I should have checked if these things will be consumed first before making those pedestals, because if they will be consumed, then I can just leave it like this and just share this with the enchanting apparatus. So we're almost there. Alright, it's converted. Okay, so thankfully it didn't consume those, so let's just quickly move these things over. And get it off there and move the imbuement chamber here. And this way, if I put a whole stack in, will that work? No, it won't. Can I use a hopper? I think I already have this on, so... Oh, I don't. Or am I wearing two pairs of them? Okay, so I don't. Which is strange, because I see my spike boots over there. Yeah, see? There's spike boots. So... Oh, so that's what happened. Okay. I don't think I'll be using Aquadasher. Simply because I'm gonna make a jetpack soon. And I was looking for a hopper. Do I have a normal hopper? I should have, but I can't remember where I kept them. Oh, I think I crafted something. I think it was the item collector using the hopper. So let's just craft another hopper. But then again, the problem is, even if I do auto feed the source gems, I still need to take them out before the next source gem goes in. So I would need to make another setup like this. Or I can use modular routers. Modular routers might actually be an interesting choice. Yeah, let's use modular routers. Actually, the fishing is getting really annoying. Let's make that other island first. It's not too hard. So this time, since it's gonna be waterlogged, let's choose the island with the water things. Where was it? So this is a mangrove swamp. Deep dark. This is what we... no, this is something else. This is Archwood Forest. Yeah, I think this will give a sort of ocean biome, I think, because it gives coral. And I think, yeah, this is the one that we made for the mushrooms. This might be interesting to make the workshop on. We can make it pretty big if we put in more source gems. So yeah, I'll use this for the workshop area and for the material generation area. And we also have access to a desert. Ooh, we can also create badlands. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. But for now, let's quickly make this. And let's get our ritual brazier. And we need a source gem. Sorry, a source jar. Do I have my dirt on me? Nope. So I'm running low on materials, which means that I should consider making my resource island soon. But for now, let's just make the fishing island. So I think this height should be okay. put it a bit further. Wait, it needs to be 14 blocks away. So I'll try to put it 16 blocks away. So do this till we get 48. Then we do this till we hit 32. So yeah, it is being a bit laggy today, and I'm noticing that my battery is losing charge quicker than usual. So not really sure why. I tried to access the BIOS to check if I can underclock or overclock things, but the BIOS that I currently have, you can't do that, unfortunately. And just in case, I don't want to accidentally destroy the main island, so let's break this before we open mine things. Okay, I thought I dug something underneath me. Like, I know we won't die, because when you fall into the void and you fall from world height, you not only get blinded, but you also get some sort of damage reduction from falling, like feather falling, but I don't want to take the risk. Alright, so the reason I broke the bridge is because last time it didn't replace the block, so I don't want that to happen again this time. So yeah, it did change to one portion, so my suspicions were right. Alright, so I already have access to sugarcane, so I don't really need these. But it's nice to know that this is one way to get sugarcane. Alright, now let's bridge ourselves back. But because this is like a warm ocean, you will get mob spawning, so I'm a bit scared to leave it like this. Let's just sleep first so we don't get anything spawning here. Alright, now let's bridge back. Let's also make another mega torch. Let's do this just in case a creeper or something spawns, and make that mega torch. So yeah, see, I pressed Ctrl A after clicking on the JEI thing, and it still overrode things and defaulted to that search bar. So it's getting quite annoying, to be honest. I'm missing a torch. Actually, can I craft a single torch? Yes, I can campfire cook a stick. I hope this doesn't consume the campfire. Okay, thank God then. Alright, and then Let's do that. Let's place our source jar back so it can be filled up again. Apparently, this thing will generate magma and lava roses, I think they were called. Lava lilies. I don't see them yet. I'm not sure if it's because I'm only charging one source jar at a time, or at max 2 source jars at a time. Uh, but I guess we'll see when we generate more mana later. In the meantime, let's bury it. Let's bury the torch under here. And now I'm gonna put the fishing thing here. So, okay. So for treasure fishing, I think you need it to be in a 5x5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, this will make it an 11 by 11, won't it? The bigger the better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess I already dug one there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so this is the, I believe, like, this is bigger than it should be. And I also believe that it needs to be 3 deep. And it needs 3 air spaces above. So this is perfect. Once I dig 3 down here and fill everything in with water sources, then hopefully we'll get treasure stuff. But for now, let's grab the fishing net. And the item collector. It probably got sucked in. Yep. And I'll also grab this because now the lake. Oh, but the lake is extended. I wanted it to be I wanted the fishing activities to be confined within the 11 by 11 box, but we got these random bits of water here, and I'm guessing the fishing net will still spawn things on here. And I think I saw a pig. Oh, I did. Oh my. This thing spawns fairly quickly. Ooh, tropical fish. Ah, and that's the first pig. I think I'd like to get the tactical fishing achievement. But I don't have my bucket with me on me. That's a shame. So I want the fishing net to go here. That way it's in the center of this 11 by 11, and it should be 3 deep. 3 deep. For now, I think I'll block this so I can actually fill things up with with water sources, and then I'll break it. Actually, I'll just break the whole thing so it'll connect up to these larger bodies of water. Yeah. You know, terraforming, landscaping, whatever you want to call it, is hard. So I'll think about it later. Alright, so thankfully with the feral claw, breaking these is really fast. And I think I also had haste. Yep, that's why I'm digging really fast even without a shovel. I could also speed this up if I used my ulti-mine correctly. Uh, should I? I don't really want to, just in case I mess up. Okay, so we need to go 3 deep. So 1. How do I? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Uh, so the reason I want to get it, I want this dry first, is so that I can fill everything in with source block. But the water is being really annoying. I mean the coral. Should break it. Yeah, let's just break it. Ooh, okay. I'm barely safe. So 1, 2, 3. Yep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It really pains me to break those corals because now I either have to place them back manually or lose the natural. Ooh, what was that? Lose the natural landscaping, and I'm not really good at landscaping, so I tend to keep. Wait, I saw. I'm pretty sure I saw another cow. I'm really bad at landscaping, so I tend to keep the natural terrain because like it'll be much nicer than anything I can make myself. I'll use ulti-mine the small tunnel configuration. And since I already made a mega torch, I shouldn't be afraid. But it's getting dark, so let's just go to bed. And continue mining things. Alright. I could probably use the small tunnel, the large tunnel, yeah. Large tunnel settings and just do this. But I won't be able to break grass. Still faster. And since it's not connected to anything else now, I can just go back to using shapeless. There we go. And I miss a spot. Okay, next is actually filling things in with water. I forgot to bring my bucket. So let's just quickly grab that. Oh no, okay. I thought I was gonna fall into the void because of the lag spike. So let's put all the dirt back and find my buckets. I should also consider collecting all the quests, which I will do after this. Procrastination 100. Wait, how did I get tropical fish? Okay, so I think that's all source blocks. So if I just do this, yep. Alright, just to make sure everything's a source block. Okay. The next layer should be easier because it doesn't flow all the way until you finish all the sides. So, and I still somehow managed to mess things up. Right. Now for the penultimate layer, gotta bob a little bit. I'm speaking a little bit softly today, mostly because my throat hurts, but because it's quite late now, so I don't want to wake up my neighbors. So I hope this won't ruin the audio for this episode, because I don't want to have to dub everything. That would be hours of extra work. Editor me here. Thank you, past me, for being so considerate. Like, I mean, hours of talking again, and everything that I say is spontaneous. So having to redub everything would feel really odd. So I'm praying, well, even if the audio is softer, I'm praying that it's legible. Alright, we're almost done. I hope. I have a feeling I need to do this and the other side. Yep. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So now it should be fishing again. Yeah, it should be fishing again. Let's just sit here and watch. Yes, it is. Okay. So because we've confined this into this 5x5 pool, what we can do now is first of all, let's find some temporary blocks. Let's just dig this up. So we need, I think, 3 air blocks above the bobber in order for it to consider treasure fishing. So I'm gonna assume that the fishing net acts like the bobber. And what we can do is increase this all the way to 5. And it should cover the entire group. I can't seem to see the outline. Okay. So yeah, it fits. In fact, it might. Yeah, it fits everything perfectly. So what I hope is, if I stand over here, I should not be picking up anything anymore. Perfect. And the next thing would be to get the item collector. Oh, I remember. This thing was a pain to place. No. No. Okay, thank God. So if we show the preview, it should theoretically already pick things up. But just in case, let's increase the height by 1. Hide the preview. Let's try chucking things in. Yeah, okay, so it's working perfectly now. Nothing's spawning, no, not spawning, nothing's being fished from out of here. Let's put the dirt back in. Uh, like the original plan was to connect this to the bigger pond out here to make it a really big pond, but I'm afraid that if I do that, the fishing net would fish outside of this 5x5 area, and the magnet, the that advanced demagnetizing coil is gonna be moot. Future me here. I should have stopped there. Oh, even then I'm still picking things up, so huh. Unless something died up here, that's why I picked the fish up. Yeah, well, it's gonna be out of the waste anyways, so we might as well uh, connect the things. Actually, not all the way. Like, yeah, let's make them into some sort of puzzle thing. So, and break this. Yeah, and this is a bit odd, so let's break this. And this little section. Alright, so now we need to get this into the storage system, which can actually be done if we use an ender chest, because I noticed we had these things. Oh, the lag begins again. Oh. Uh, Alright, so if we craft these, I'm missing something. Oh, wool. So if I made white wool, I think I had spare string. Yep. So if I made two of these and made two of the ender chests, and if I put one here, that also means I can get rid of this. In fact, I can just replace this with the ender chest upright. Oh! Is that the mythic one? I'm colorblind, so I can't be sure if that's green or orange. Oh, this might be the mythic one. Okay. What I was saying was, if I just put the ender chest here, let's change the frequency first. Actually, do I? Nah, let's just make white to be. Oh, already got stuff in here. Let's just make white to be the general channel. Perfect. And if I'm not mistaken, I accidentally put a pipe upgrade in here. Yep. So Ooh, a horse spawned. And a cow. I think that's a cow. Might be another horse. So what I was saying, if I just quickly... Ooh, shiny pig. I keep getting distracted. Alright. Strength. Perfect. And it's not called... Oh, it's because it's... And because there's a dolphin. Okay. So if I just stick the ender chest here, and if I put a pipe here, and if I wrench it, and do I need to? Yes, I do. So if I put the pipe upgrade there, it should empty out quickly. And if I chuck everything in here, yeah, we've got fishing running. Let's just check the availability of the fishing rod. Still full. So yeah, we've got fishing going. That's great. Oh, I also wanted to do tactical fishing, so let's just quickly grab our bucket. And if an axolotl spawns, that would be great. But I think it needs to be a lush cave for it to spawn. Alright, hello dolphin. Alright, here's where all the fishes are. Let's grab the blue one. There we go, tactical fishing done. It is pretty ugly if you look underwater, because there's this random wall bit, but I hope to never have to come back here again. Okay, that's done. Is that a new horse, or has that horse always been here? And if I put everything in, I'm probably gonna regret this, because I believe I haven't finished putting everything into the storage drawers. And I have no idea what I'm gonna do with water bottles and stuff like that. Oh, actually, this can work. Yeah, okay. But the boots are definitely an issue. I can put another filter for leather boots and put them into a create slice and dice thing. Actually, is that even a mod in this mod pack? Slice. Yeah. Yeah. So slice and dice is in here. So if I put a pair of shears on, and then filter these in on a pipe. But they're aposiotic gear, so this might be a good chance to break them down to get the time woven fabrics and stuff like that. I'll think about it later, I guess. For now, I do still want the mix to spawn, so let's just put our tiny chest over here. It's not functional anymore. Do I have fire resistance? No, I don't. Okay, that was in the last world. So it's not functional, it's just there to spawn mimics. In fact, do I even need more amethyst? This is already an amethyst mesh. This is also an amethyst mesh. Yeah, I think everything's an amethyst mesh, so I don't really need amethyst anymore. I guess I can make myself a spyglass. Ooh, what's this? I still haven't looked into hex casting yet. Alright, so now I have some form of zoom at least. But oh, okay. Why do I have this hole? Uh, it's not like you can't control how far you zoom, but it's still better than nothing. Oh my god, why is that not being sucked in? Okay, so I need to move the item collector. That's slightly annoying. So I guess I can just keep this. I think I heard something. Was there a pufferfish? Hmm. But yeah, I need to move this. Okay. I thought I lost it. Uh, so if I move the item collector all the way back here, uh, alright. I'm getting the hang of placing that thing. Right. I put a pipe here, and if I wrench it out again, and put the upgrade, and if I modify this, I think I needed it. And if I make it as big as I can, it should actually cover the entire island now. It seems like it. Oh. Yeah, it seems to cover the entire island now. Okay, let's just pray that's enough. How do I get rid of the preview? Like, it's not showing up when I want it to, but it's not disappearing when I don't need it anymore. There we go. Alright, so that's fishing done. Oh no. So not playing for a while is actually making the laptop lag again, which is kind of funny because, like, you'd think being AFK more means, I know, I mean, giving it a rest means that it'll perform better the next time I start it up, but no, that's really surprising. Okay, so yeah, I really can't think of what to do right now. So I think what I'll actually do is figure out how to get rid of those scores. Uh, let's just try doing it right now again. Uh, so scoreboard, players, reset. Let's see, active, sex, AFK tracker. Ah, okay. Alright, so the next one to remove is AFK sex. AFK sex. Perfect! There we go. So I spent the last 77 minutes basically just making that tiddly little fishing island. So I'm not the most efficient of players, uh, but I'm trying. Let's make a clipboard. That way I can put things that I want to do into the clipboard, and then we'll tick it off as we go. So clipboard, this is a create clipboard. I need paper. Can I just craft a single piece? Yes, I can. Alright, here we go. Got myself my clipboard. Uh, Alright, alright, so uh, I guess we need to make a proper workshop, which means conjure planes big. Uh, Next, relocate the storage. Relocate storage, and then bulk produce materials, and finally uh, fast sifting. There should be in a force loaded chunk. We also want to upgrade ours, so let's make an ours island and upgrade the book. Then finally continue with the progression. Alright, uh, so for the rest of tonight, I'll finish collecting the rewards. I could have just crafted one. I didn't need another one. And oh no, I thought I got everything. So that's where I end today's recording session. But I think I'll continue after I get a good night's sleep. I still don't know what this floral obedience stick is for. Should check Lexica Botania later. And I don't know what these tiny potatoes are for. I've never known what these overgrowth seeds are for. I used to get loads of them when playing ATM9. And I might as well put it on. I think it's just purely cosmetic. It even says there, it's cosmetic, so yeah. Ta-da! Can't really see it. Yeah, I can't really see the monocle. Let's see, what else I need. So let's just keep these on me at all times. We got this. Right. I still don't know what elemental craft is for. Alright. I also researched in between episodes about the katana that I saw, and it's apparently from a mod called Tetra. Oops. Explore Tetra. And it's a weapons mod, which I believe you can actually find a chapter here. Yeah, there you are. It's under gearing ups, which makes sense. And yeah, so I think I'll look into this. Before going through progression, or at least before visiting the end. Because I remember, yeah, you can either do the Gaia Guardian or going through Ad Astra. And since Foxy and Mr. Beardstone are going the Ad Astra route, I'll go the Gaia Guardian route, which I believe is under Botania. That's another excuse for me to progress in Botania, which reminds me, I should also add that to the clipboard. Progress Botania. And that way, if you watch those two, you won't get bored with me repeating whatever they're doing. Anyways, let's continue. An enchanted golden apple. And it looks weird. Like, do they usually look like that? Uh, yeah, it seems to be extra sparkly. Or not. Huh. By the way, it's my first enchanted golden apple, so it's going to the special barrel area. I really wonder what's sucking up my power today. Like, hmm. I'm currently checking my power settings, because I believe before this, I had conservation mode, and I removed that. Uh, but yeah, what's this inner arts? Ah, okay. Now, continue with this. We should be in a time lapse, to be honest, or at least like it'll just be shortened to 1 second, like I did in the previous episode. But that's an editor me thing. Uh, oh my, there's so many things here. Just as many things as I have to do to edit the videos. Ooh, iron apple. Are these rare? Can I craft it? So theoretically, I can already summon the Warden boss, Wilden boss. Um. Ooh, and we got another source jar. Uh. Yeah, Ooh, I'm considering doing the Wilden boss, but I think that's also a pretty hard boss. And I'm not sure if I'm able to defeat it without dying. Uh, oh, I ate something. Uh, so I think I'll just keep that for when I have Tetra done, which should be the priority, to be honest, and armor. But let's continue the boring quest checking. Like, to be honest, the episode would probably be just this. Yeah, It's a boring episode, I guess, so... Hmm. Oh, I didn't have to craft these myself. Oh wait, I do. There's no conjuration, no, manipulation essence. Oh, okay, so if the villager didn't Sudoku itself, we could have gotten a shady wizard. That's a shame. I still don't know what these wordless sprig charms are for. Like, I think it's the flying mobs. But I don't know what they do. Like, Starbunkles move stuff, Dripme's farm things. But those guys, they just hover around trees, and I don't think they do anything, to be honest. I think my bag's full. Yep. Okay. I hope I lost nothing. Uh, but then again, if you lose something that you didn't know you had, are you supposed to feel pain? The answer is yes. Future me here. I've done some soul searching, I've grown up a little, and now I think the answer is still yes. Let's see. Ooh, we got a data model. Huh. Alright, so let's also rush hostile neural network for tomorrow. When I wake up tomorrow. Ooh, it's gonna be a long episode, isn't it? Yeah, I'll try to rush through them with minimal commentary, just so that, like, hmm, I really don't know how to proceed with my videos, to be honest. Like, at this point in time, there's still no viewers, so I don't have feedback to base, ooh, I don't have feedback to base my reactions or directions on. A Statue of Undying. So I think this is like a permanent version of a Totem of Undying. Ooh, and a spawner. Huh, okay. So that's great. Ooh, an Evoker too. Hmm. So uh I might be able to get the Totem of Undying after all. Ooh. Ooh, really nice sword. And more spawners. This is great. Okay, I need to research how the statues work. I need to kill a wandering merchant. I think it's a wandering trader. But I don't really want to do it. But the quest is telling me to, and who am I to deny? Like, who am I to refuse doing quests? Okay, so I need to craft a millstone to get access to the rest of the quests. I wonder what this engineer vision is all about. So this is some sort of battery. Doesn't look too expensive to craft too. So, oh, okay. So I might actually consider making that battery. And apparently you can craft the enchanted golden apple. So it's not too bad. Ooh, what's this? A diamond apple? Ooh, resistance 5? I'm pretty sure resistance 5 makes you immortal for the duration. Even if you jumped from vault height, you won't get any damage. I I don't know if that was just a quirk of another mod I used to play. Alright, we're almost there. This is a random reward. Pumpkin soup. So cyclic also gives you weapons apparently. I wonder if this is like a lightsaber. I'm so tempted to rush making this now. Uh, Ooh, this looks nice. What's this? Botania. Yeah, Botania has a lot of really pretty things. I actually didn't know ours had a sword. Huh, interesting. But yeah, this sword looks cool. I might want to make it. With... It does look quite expensive though. Yeah, not yet. That might be a really far thing into the future. And I do wonder what these pixies are. Wait a minute, why do I have... Ah, okay. Ah, interesting. Do I want to spawn silverfish? Like, I guess if the spawners... If I get more spawners, I'll be able to turn off the AI. Oh my god, did I lose stuff while I was talking and doing this? I hope not. Alright, so I want to equip this. Or maybe I can't equip that? Okay, I can. It's just also placeable. And I really hope I didn't lose anything while I was talking and stuff. Uh, well, I can check by uh, checking silverfish eggs. But that wouldn't hurt. That wouldn't work because that's the last thing I checked. So, what's something a little bit earlier? I think I was looking at thermal crate, so let's look for a red print. Please be in there somewhere. Okay, thank God. Just in case. I think the next thing I checked was was it ours? No, I don't think so. Yeah, okay. I think we're safe. Alright, good night for now. And hopefully yeah, good night for now. And hopefully by the next recording session, which should still be in the same episode, my laptop's battery issue will be solved. So, see you guys. Bye bye.